Do you feel like your stomach has its own mind? One day you are perfectly fine, the next day you are struggling with bloating, gas, abdominal pain, loose motions, or constipation. So you try changing your diet, you avoid different foods, you get your investigations done, but still the problem keeps coming back. And you start thinking, so why is my gut so sensitive? So, in many cases, this pattern can be related to irritable bowel syndrome, commonly called as IBS. The important thing to understand is IBS is not just a stomach problem. It is a condition where your digestive system, your food habits, your stress levels, and your overall lifestyle all play a role. So, in today's video, I will explain what IBS is, its common triggers, diet management, lifestyle changes, and also how a personalized approach like homeopathy may help people dealing with IBS symptoms. So stay with me till the end. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Priyanka Mangla Agarwal. I am a homeopathic physician and a lifestyle health consultant. So let's begin. So let's understand what is IBS first. So IBS is a functional disorder of digestive system. This means the intestine may appear normal in investigations, but its functioning becomes disturbed. The gut movement, the gut sensitivity, and the communication between the gut, brain and the gut can get affected. Symptoms may include abdominal pain, bloating, gas, diarrhea, constipation, or alternating episodes of both. So now let's understand what can trigger IBS symptoms. So the first trigger is your food. So many people notice worsening after certain foods like spicy foods, fatty foods, milk and dairy products, chocolate, beans, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, carbonated drinks, and alcohol. But remember, every person's gut is different. A food that triggers one person may not trigger another. So identifying your own triggers is very important. So the second important trigger is your stress. So many IBS patients notice that the symptoms increase during stressful periods. For example, before an important meeting, during exams, or during emotionally difficult times. This happens because the gut and brain are closely connected. Stress does not create IBS, but it can definitely increase the sensitivity of the gut. Hormonal changes can also influence symptoms, especially in women, where many notice worsening around their menstrual cycle. Sometimes IBS can also start after a stomach infection, food poisoning, or an episode of severe diarrhea. In IBS, your diet has to be personalized. If diarrhea is the main problem, soluble fiber can help. Soluble fiber absorbs water and forms a gel-like substance, which can slow down your bowel movement. Now, foods like oats, certain fruits, and psyllium husk may help by absorbing excess water. Now, during loose motions, hydration and electrolytes are very important. During diarrhea, you can also follow the BRAT diet. For a short period, BRAT means B for banana, R for rice, A for apple, T for toast. So these foods are easy to digest and help in minding the stools. Remember, during loose stools, your body loses electrolytes, so hydration is very important. You can take ORS, coconut water, lemon water with salt, and buttermilk can also help replace losses. So diarrhea can disturb the healthy bacteria of your intestine as well. So including probiotics can help. Natural anti-probiotics include curd, yogurt, and buttermilk. So if constipation is the main concern, then insoluble fiber can help. It adds bulk to the stool and improve bowel movement. So insoluble fiber from whole grains, vegetables, and leafy greens can support bowel movement. But increase fiber slowly because sudden increase may worsen the gas and bloating. Small habits can create big difference. Eat smaller meals, eat slowly, chew properly, avoid overeating. So if you suspect lactose intolerance, reduce foods like milk, ice creams, and soft cheese. Some people tolerate curd, yogurt, or lactose-free products better. Avoid artificial sweeteners like sorbitol, mannitol, and xylitol because they can trigger diarrhea and bloating in some people. Now let's talk about simple natural options like peppermint tea that can relax intestinal muscles. Fennel seeds are another traditional remedy which many people find helpful for bloating. So managing IBS is not only about food. Stress management is equally important. Try meditation, deep breathing, yoga, or any activity that relaxes your mind. And maintain regular physical activity. Again, exercise, walking, and yoga can support digestion and reduce stress. So, coming to the role of homeopathy now. So, as a homeopathic physician, I often see patients with IBS where symptoms are not only limited to digestion. For example, one person may have IBS with more bloating and gas, another may have diarrhea triggered by stress, while someone else might be having constipation with anxiety or hormonal imbalance. In homeopathy, the approach is individualized. We do not look only at the symptom of IBS, but we try to understand the complete picture of the person, their digestive pattern, food triggers, stress response, sleep, emotional state, and their overall constitution. A personalized homeopathic approach, along with proper nutrition and lifestyle changes, may help some individuals in managing their symptoms and improving their quality of life. However, persistent symptoms should always be properly evaluated because IBS symptoms can sometimes overlap with other digestive conditions. So remember, your gut is closely connected with your food, your mind, and your lifestyle. Managing IBS is not about finding one magic solution. It is about understanding your body, identifying your triggers, making sustainable changes, and following the right personalized approach. So if you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more practical health information. I am Dr. Priyanka Mangla Agarwal, and I will meet you in my next video. Till then, stay healthy and stay informed.